Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about an alternative to the traditional savings account that you were taught by your parents to open. I do not advocate that you have a savings account. Instead, you should have an account called a brokerage account. It has the features of your savings account, in addition to check writing and ability to invest in stocks and bonds and treasuries, and so you have a lot more options. And this is what basically everyone you talk to with money and investments will have, is a brokerage account. It's a better option than a traditional savings account. Now, I do have a checking account also, or a few, that allows me to pay bills or have a cash flow type things. And so let's get right into this. This is a view of in my brokerage account. I've opened it up to show the CDs that you can buy. Generally, I would have opened it up to U.S. Treasuries because I've been buying that instead of CDs because you can sell them easily right there. So you go under trade and you can go to bond CDs. It gives you a view like this, and then you can go to CDs, and that's what I'm here. Now you have yield to maturity and APY. APY is just what is going to pay you out while you have the thing, and yield to maturity is when this matures. This is the net total amount that you would have been paid to hold that security. So at 4.755 on a Chase CD, this is callable, meaning they can pay it off when they want. This one down here is non-callable, meaning they can't, so you hold it to maturity. You can buy these and get this interest rate, 4.7% right now, which is pretty good. And if interest rates go up, they can go down slightly in value, but if you hold it until maturity, it will pay out the principal amount, and you'll make this yield to maturity basically. If you have to sell it early, there might be a small amount if you sell. What I do is I buy U.S. Treasuries. It looks the same way, and I've been buying those for past 2 or 3 months to hold cash in that way for when some interest rates that I have on rental properties increases. I have a couple that will increase in 2024. And so between then and now, I can put money in these treasuries and earn the difference between the interest rate and what I can earn in here, and then just have that money ready to pay down on those loans as they come to updates on the interest rates. But I wanted to share that with you this morning. You scroll through CDs, you can see different rates here, different years. It varies by year. Here's the banks. But these are secure. Now the ones that I hold right now, here's the government bonds. And on a government bond, how it works is you'll buy it at less than the face value. So these are the values that I bought these government bonds at. And then they will either pay a coupon, which is what this one and this one pay, or at the maturity, so at 2/23/23, they will pay $10,000, which basically gives me these fixed returns. April 25th, 2023, 143. The 11th of April, 140. And so I can buy these periodically over a period of time, and then they'll come to mature. Now, the advantage in these also is, let's say I need the cash for buying a property or an investment or something else, then I can go in here and I can go in my account and I can sell that bond on the market, and I might be able to sell it at, let's say this is the current value. I can sell it at $15 gain and have that cash access right then to go ahead in that same account and buy the stock or whatever I'm going to buy. Now, if you had that alternatively in a savings account, you would have to take the money out. You would have to do a transfer. An ACH transfer would take several days to finish, where you couldn't buy on the dip because you wouldn't have the money in there. And in addition, you could do a wire, but there's a wire fee, and you have to go to the bank to do a wire to that account. And that may or may not clear fast enough for you to do your purchase, but in this case, this will clear so that you can invest in the stock. And so what I'm going to do is, instead of paying down on that real estate loan, is I'm going to accumulate just, a portfolio of bonds. And then when that comes up, maybe a month before the first one comes up in March of 2024, then I will just have these maturing out and pay that down on that, maybe pay off that loan so I don't get it the bumped rate. And I'll have the difference between the loan rate and this rate as, profit. And also I'll have access to this cash for that year and a half or the year or so that we have between now and then. And that access has a value also. So these are the things that I do to manage cash. And what you want to understand is profit and value are created whenever you reduce your risk at less than the cost of the risk, whenever you increase your access to money, whenever your ability to make decisions faster, if you're wise enough to know which decisions to make. All those things actually make you profit. Really, people would argue and say that they don't, but in actuality, they do, and the people just don't really understand when they're making the money. So I wanted to share that with you this morning. I hope it helps you and understand how to manage your cash, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.